where I had the orchard, I've moved several trees, peach trees. I mean, I love peaches and I like the peach trees, but several years they just didn't bear. And it wasn't because of them, it's because of the harsh weather in the spring. About the time they would bloom out, they'd either get frostbite or it'd be so cold that there wasn't many pollinators out. And then if you don't spray them and keep spray on them, you know, I don't know how it is everywhere else, but here, if you've got fruit trees like peaches and plums, you're gonna have to deal with the insects, the bugs. And if it ain't the bugs, the worms that gets in them, whatever they are, then it'll be Japanese beetles. Well, it's devour them. And if it's not the Japanese beetles devouring them, it'll be June bugs. So it's more than I want to handle. I'll just go buy me a bushel of peaches if I can find them. I've got, I think, a nectarine down here in the lot anyway, so that other orchard down there. But I planted a lot of fruit trees and stuff around here. Lots of them. And finally I've just come to the conclusion that they're just going to do what they do, because I bought them to work for me. I didn't buy them so I'd have to create myself another job. I don't mind pruning them a little here and there, but that spraying and that dormant oil, all that stuff that you're supposed to put on them, and bug spray, and I figure if I let them get big enough, it'll take a while for the larvae to crawl up there, unless a wasp lays in the bloom. I don't know. This tree here, I said last year, this plum tree right here on the end behind me, I said, well, if it don't do something last year, that was its last year. And I laid a log up and it's still in there. And I said, this tree is doomed. That's what I said. I said it's doomed. And if you look at it, I guess it heard me, because it didn't come back. It's dead as a doornail. And I done absolutely nothing to kill it. And last year it was in good shape. I tilled around it, because I tilled around it last year, and I may have cut some roots and caused it to die that way, but it worked out for the best. It's going in a brush pile. But I've never eat a plum off that tree. And I pruned it down. It's been that tall twice. I'd prune it down, and it's like I said, you know. I'll leave the orchard work somebody else. I like it though. And I mean, it'll produce. It's just something kind of pest to deal with. Anyway. I threatened to cut them, and I've got my eye on a couple trees that I've got over here. My pecan trees are staying if the wind don't get them. But now I've got a chestnut tree there, and a English walnut tree, and another English walnut by the greenhouse. And if something happens to them, they don't bear this year, ooh, they may be in big trouble too. Because enough's enough. My garden needs sunlight, and if they'll produce, it'll be all right. And if they don't, I'll make firewood out of them.